Oh dear, my good friend.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
Rock suggested I come see you.
Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery?
Hmm. He found a certain book, Night of Tears.
Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Nair fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Ayleid, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must
No,
intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
I don't understand what's going on.
Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
Why are you so concerned about this?
I'll be the one asking the questions. All you need to know is that the Psijic Order is a rogue organization, believing themselves to be above the law. They have clashed with the Aldmeri Dominion before, and I have no intention of allowing that to happen here. Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here. Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here. And then he will be...
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person.
What's going on?
I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately. But I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
If this is dangerous, then why don't you do something about it?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
So what exactly is the problem?
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided.
So what do you expect from me?
We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlain here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
So we're gonna find him.
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Were you about to
what is
say
the meaning
something?
of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here she is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly, I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
What did the Psijic want?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
Have you ever heard of the Augur of Dunlain?
Has Tofdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject. Until next time.
Nice garden. Wonder if there's something we could pick up here. Boots worth 600. No armor rating. Shock resistance 40%. We have boots, so we have normal boots. Well, I'll take shock resistance boots, thanks. Another unusual gem. That's the second one. Safe. Gold diamond necklace. And the money is. So chat up with 12 dear.
The college will be here for you no matter what. We always look after our own.
Have you ever heard of the Augur of Dunlain?
Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you?
Where is the midden?
Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
Can you tell me more about him?
Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident. Until next time. Education is never appreciated until after the fact. Young people never understand this.
You look like you could use a hand.
Well, yes. This is rather embarrassing, but it seems I've misplaced something. I can't find my alembic. I suppose I could use another one, but... well, it sounds silly, but mine has sentimental value. If you happen to see it, would you mind bringing it to me? Until next
Alembic.
time.
Anyone else have quests for me to do?
If you have a moment, could you help me with something?
What do you need help with?
We're all trying to become better mages, right? Well, I need someone I can practice a few spells on. Nothing dangerous, really. Would you be willing to assist me?
Fine.
Oh, good. I was afraid I'd have to go ask J'zargo. Now, you just stand there. Please hold still, and don't move. There. Now I... oh dear. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you feel all right? You look very, green. I am so very sorry. I went over this again and again, and I was sure it would have better results.
What did you do?
I'm not really sure. I think it's just a minor miscalculation on my part. I'm sure it will wear off soon. When it does, you'll be perfectly fine, and then we can try again. In the meantime, I'll see about figuring out what went wrong. I'd better get going.
How long is this gonna last? 11 minutes. Relinia's Fallout 3 game view filter. Everything's green. Green doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that the edges of the screen have become blurred. Heavily blurred. So
I still need some help.
this is why I don't
if you
really
can spare
like
the time.
vision enhancement abilities in this game. Because they don't always
I
just
still need some help.
remove the
if you can spare
darkness,
the time.
they do this. It's much more annoying than a little bit of darkness.
I need your help with something.
course you
Something private.
What's wrong?
Yes, but it needs to be kept quiet. I may have entered into an agreement with Enther. He had something I needed, so I traded him something of mine. It was a mistake, and now I want back what I gave him. It's an amulet that belonged to my family, and I never should have given it to Enther. But he won't deal with me. Talk to him. See what it'll take to get my amulet back. All right, then.
Have you, by chance, seen my research notes? I seem to have misplaced them.
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level destruction spells yet?
No, not yet, but I will.
Ah, this is good. But J'zargo will know them first. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with J'zargo.
You seem very sure of yourself.
There is much for J'zargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. J'zargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt.
Why did you become a student at the college?
Mages in Cyrodiil are all about politics. The Synod and the College of Whispers are too busy guarding secrets to bother to teach. Skyrim was not J'zargo's first choice. But Winterhold is removed from politics, dedicated to study. This is the place for Gisargo to become great. Swift hunting. Can you possibly help Gisargo?
What do you need help with?
Gisargo has seen that Toftir likes you. You must be very skilled with magic, yes? Gisargo is working hard, but cannot do it alone. Can you help with this?
Exactly what kind of help do you need?
Gisargo has worked hard on learning new spells, trying new things. This will make Gisargo stand out as a mage. But Gisargo works so hard, there is no time to test these new spells. If you help with the testing, this will make learning easier. Gisargo will give you scrolls. You will use them and report the results. This is a good plan, no? You tell Gisargo when you are ready.
Give me the scrolls.
Ha! You can't resist, can you? Let's see. This one, I think. Gisargo has designed it to be an excellent flame cloak, with a twist. It is especially potent against the undead, and should burn them to a crisp in no time. Gisargo gives you plenty of these scrolls, so you try them and return when you can say whether they work. Gisargo...
Gisargo's Flame Cloak Scroll. It looks like a slightly stronger version of the Flame Cloak, but 2 points of extra damage.
It's
See how it
word of
works.
how well his scrolls work.
How exactly are we supposed to reach the midden? Also need to find Enthyr. He's in the other part of this. Well, crap. Must have the connection to Midden too. Hall of Continents. Collect. Don't want to talk to Collect. Use the alchemical ingredients here, but I don't want to start messing with them now. Toftir's Alembic.
Here, something I want you to have. Now, don't embarrass either of us by saying something sappy. Just take it.
Potion of minor stamina. Thanks for wasting my inventory space. Where the hell is he? Where the hell is the midden? Enthyr is in Winterhold. Okay, you can stay in Winterhold. I need to find an access point to the midden. Not sure where to spend my points. Shit. Here spells work on higher level. So this is a must-have to take, but on itself it's worthless. The leading crown. Iron dagger binding. Bloody remains of people. Another annoying consequence of the image sort of being, well, I'm not sure what it does. But blurring the image, white areas become a lot whiter. It blurs out things even more. Yeah, you can sort of see a room there, the center. Now it's just white. Atronach Forge manual. Hard to see what this really is. Okay, it's a summoning circle with a portal rune in the center. Summoning rune. Offering box. A switch to pull. And a pedestal. Nephew, I apologize that I cannot see you personally before you leave. The trip from Sadrith Mora is treacherous this season, or I would have visited upon hearing the news. The Nords have a fine college at Winterhold, and I am sure you will excel. You may know that I too attended there. I was quite the conjuration adept in my own day. I'm sending you my notes on something called the Atronach Forge, a bit of a project of mine while at Winterhold. Mention nothing to the faculty, but ask your fellow pupils about a place called the Midden. You will find the forge there. I fear a number of my notes are missing, scattered and lost in my travels around Skyrim. Perhaps you may stumble across these in your own adventures. The Atronach Forge offers few clues as to who built it, and even fewer as to how to unlock its full potential. Only through blind experimentation and a few singed eyebrows have I been able to understand its function. The forge is mostly a large dais, almost crude in make, but emblazoned with the traditional Daedric conjuration rune. I guess I'm not sure what it is, summoning or portal or something like that. It looks like the Oblivion Gate. The Daedric Gate rune. An offering box is attached, as well as a prominent lever. The dais also features large setting which seems to set to receive some large spherical object. I have had no luck determining what this missing object may be, however, or what effect it may have on the efficacy of the forge. The forge is activated by placing certain items into the offering box and then pulling the lever. The forge consumes the items and conjures something upon the dais. Conjuration can be predicted reliably if the appropriate items are left in the box, but many combinations either have no effect or catastrophic reactions. Once I conjured a wild goat. Well, most of the goats at least. Experimenting wildly with the forge is dangerous. I've recorded such recipes as I have discovered on the following pages. The simplest yet perhaps most hazardous stable recipe is that of a summoned Atronach. The conjured brutes will attack the first thing they see, however. Be ready for battle if you have reason to use these recipes. Fire salt, frost salt, void salt combined with a gem, ruby, sapphire, amethyst. I don't think, yeah, I think the trick here is it's missing a piece, so we can conjure hostile things. If we get the piece, we might be able to conjure up the same things but the friendly ones. Also, the recipes spread around the world, so we might stumble upon forged recipes now. Maybe we could earlier too, I don't know. Ooh. Zargo's blade glow gets tested. It's bad. Well, testing done. Explodes on impact with undead. The Midden Dark. Wasn't sure if there was a thing there. Like a ice raid. Skyrim. Well, it's below the college, but this doesn't seem to be a... Seems like an exit. We can't enter through that. Oh my god. So much better. Another weird thing. Investigators key with an incident report. The missing students were found in the meeting this morning, dead as expected. None of us bothered keeping a detective charm for the search at this point. Bodies were found together, each suffering the same deformities, peeled and bubbling skin on the arms and face. Conjurer's burns, as it's commonly referred to around the college. There's little doubt they were attempting a summoning ritual well beyond their capabilities. The relic nearby put any doubt in this theory to rest. I admit that I've never seen one like it. A large segmented sculpture of a gauntlet, the Daedric sigil of gate emblazoned upon the palm. Attempts to move it were in vain. I must show it to Archmage Sidath during his upcoming visit. Perhaps he will know more. While we couldn't move the relic, I was able to pry 4 rings from it. I'm sure there's a connection between them and the ritual the students were attempting. I'll store these in the Arcanium until we can consult with the Conjuration Master to learn more. Stored in the Arcanium. This isn't an actual quest, there's no marker. We'll just have to remember this. I think this is something we want to do as fast as we can. Otherwise, I mean, if we forget about this, there's no mention of it anywhere. There's no markers, no nothing, so very likely we're not going to remember it anymore.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
So you're the Augur.
I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek.
I was told to find you.
Indeed. And so you have come looking, though you do not know why. Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The Thalmor came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing. Your path now follows his, though you will arrive too late.
What Thalmor?
The one who calls himself Ancano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need.
What do I need?
You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
Port to Savas Arena. Simple enough. Find a staff. Suppose we should report to... Yeah, we got 2 out of the 3 apprentice quests done. I doubt we'll get anything really interesting out of them, but in favors for favors. Zargo and Berlana.
Jezargo regrets there was no chance to speak with the Sijic monk.
I've tasted your scrolls.
And? Were they magnificent?
Were they supposed to explode? Because they exploded.
No. That was not supposed to happen. But Jezargo is pleased to see that you are here, and not in pieces. You are a good friend to have done this. Jezargo will not forget it.
Oh, we could take them as companions now.
Alright then.
This might not be a terrible idea. I mean, if you're looking for a companion, a caster is a very good one.
I still need some help, if you can spare the time.
Your spell finally wore off.
Exactly as I said it would. Now, are you ready to try again? I am confident it will work this time.
Fine.
This will be worth it. Okay, now don't move at all. Oh my. That isn't right. Just wait. I can fix this. Oh no, that's not it at all. Let me try again. This really isn't turning out the way I'd hoped. I'll get it right this time. I swear. There. All better.
It's
Well,
always
it all worked out in the
encouraging
end,
to see
didn't
younger
it?
generations embracing education.
Let's never speak of this again.
Agreed. And thank you for your help. You're a good friend.
Yep. Another one we could take as companion.
The college will be here for you no matter what. We
I found your
always look after our own.
limbic.
Ah, yes, there it is. Thank you so much. Take
Got
care now.
30 gold out of it.
Is it true?
Definitely not doing
One
that
of the
again.
Sijics was here in the college?
So report to the Archmage. I need to take the... was it the Enthir? Who has the quest for the 3rd apprentice.
It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted.
I have important information for you.
Really? And what might that be?
We need to find the Staff of Magnus.
I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it.
It's connected to the orb we found.
And how do you know of this?
I spoke with the Augur of Dunlain.
Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the Staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this.
You mean me, don't you?
I certainly do. Since you went so far as to seek out the Augur for advice, I thought you'd be more enthusiastic. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Mage's Circlet. Increases your magicka by 60 points. Circle of Destruction. Destruction spells cost 15% less. I think I'll go with the Mage's Circlet for now. We are using quite a lot of other spells too, so the extra buffer helps quite a bit. Marble Irvine. It also increases your magicka regeneration. Percentage based regeneration, so the more buffer or more pool you have, the higher the regeneration in actual numbers.
If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
Do you know anything about the Staff of Magnus?
Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking?
Archmage Aaron said you'd mention it recently.
I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it, though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere.
Who are the Synod?
Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power.
So no one knows the staff's location?
No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Anything else you can tell me about the staff?
I'm not really sure. Made and used by Magnus himself, if you believe those sorts of things. I believe I've heard it said that it's the only thing that could adequately contain his power. The sort of embellishment wizards of ancient times loved to make.
Let me give you a bit of advice. You want to work on something that's not officially allowed? Don't tell anyone you're doing it. Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits.
I understand that you have something of ornaments.
Oh my, how precious. Onmund is too afraid to deal with me himself, and so he sent you. I'll make this very simple for you. All my trades are final. Onman knew this ahead of time and went through with it anyway. So there's nothing more to be said.
It's in everyone's best interest if we return the amulet.
Yes, you see, the thing is, I'm not concerned with everyone's best interest. I find I'm only concerned with my own.
Okay.
I've already made it very clear that all of my trades are final.
There must be something I can do to change your mind.
Look how persistent you are. It's charming, really. Onman gave up the first time I said no, but not you. All right, I'll tell you a little story. Let's pretend for a moment that a certain individual was looking to acquire a particular staff. Let's also pretend that he traded some valuable items for said staff. And it was only later that it was realized that this individual might misuse such a staff. The resulting disaster would reflect quite poorly on everyone involved. Are you following me?
Apparently I'm not.
You're not very good at this, are you? Look, I traded a staff to someone and found out later that was a bad idea, so I'd like the staff back. Understand now?
You won't let the ornament out of his trade, but you want out of yours.
It's an entirely different situation. I don't expect you to comprehend the nuances of these matters. Regardless, I'm making you a very simple offer. You get me the staff and I give you Onman's precious amulet. Do we have a deal?
So you want your staff back?
Yes. I thought we'd gotten past that bit already. Onman's amulet in exchange for my staff.
I'll get your staff.
Finally, we have an agreement. I look forward to having it back soon. The sooner the better, in fact.
Where exactly are you sending me? Didn't realize my character was this stupid, though. I mean, a child could understand what he's talking about, and I'm constantly repeating the obvious. Oh, this is Shalidor's writing. Half of Enther, Cragwallow Slope, on our way to Ruins of Mazul. Okay, this is good. We can just pop to Narzulbur south and do both at the same time. Excellent. Our carry weight won't allow for that though. What is it? Well, we have a lot of alchemical equipment. I'm not quite sure where the weight is coming from. It seems like we don't have a lot of high weight items, but we have a lot of crap. And it's weighing us down. The other tower has alchemical and enchantment equipment. I want to use both. Let's enchant as much stuff as we can. Use up as many of the ingredients we can. There's a general shopkeeper in town. I can dump some potions on her. That sort of thing. Because the current weight doesn't really allow us to do all that much. We enchant things. We don't have items for that. We have like 2 items. Suppose it's better than nothing. Just need to get rid of this crap. What we're going to add to it doesn't matter, we're not going to use it. I suppose the value changes a little bit, but archery is actually a decent item for that. Gold diamond necklace. I might as well take these. Some up. Ah, okay. I'd like to try to combine these items with something that we have a decent stack of, where we might be able to get rid of some of this crap. Okay, which items have a lot of weight? Pine thrush egg. Eggs in general. Taproot. Troll fat. And is that it? Yeah, there's not really anything exceptionally high weight anymore. At least we got rid of some of this. Friendly. Don't really see the point. We have it on a spell, and it's a good spell. So why replicate it through a... Well, naturally, if you're gonna be a mage. Restore health. Bone meal. Ooh, bone meal is incredibly heavy. Not really. Yeah, we know it fully, so there's no point testing with it. We just need to make potions out of it. Yeah, it would actually reduce the weight instead of adding to it. Usually it goes the other way around. Okay, this should definitely help ease the weight situation. Huge amount of ingredients flushed down the drain. Slow. Always keeping in mind that It's going to. It's not a wasted effort. Lingering damage Magicka. Fortify health. Gratefully known. Anything new? Having increasing numbers of fully known ingredients. Shit. Fortify marks. Liver berries fully known. What do you combine this piece of crap with? What is it missing? Purple mountain flower. It is a very common ingredient. That's why I want to find out what the hell does it do. Fortify stamina. Okay. Garlic fully known. Lavender fully known. Frost Mirror. And that's it. Oh, Dragon Tongue remains. With the rest, we need to do something. I need to get rid of as much bone meal as possible. By making them into potions, we're reducing the weight. Anything to get rid of that. Okay. It should help a little bit. Yeah, we have over 100 pounds free carry weight thanks to this, and get rid of a few potions. We have a lot more. I don't think we have anything to do here, so I'll just run to the general store and then there. Okay. Blood dragon. I don't think I'm not the only one taking part in this fight. I use special abilities. Don't know. I don't think so. There's too many people taking part in this, so it's going to go down very fast. Steel plate boots of dwindling shock. Shock resistance 40%. I need to take all these parts, get rid of them. Shit. I'm going to disenchant the boots. If I can, that is. Yeah. So, can I sell them? The general shopkeeper won't Well, it'll buy them, but it can't afford them. So we're going to do an potion dump on the general shopkeeper. We have to go somewhere else to sell the rest of the magical items. More importantly, get rid of the dragon parts. They weigh a ton. They're valuable enough that I don't want to throw them away either. We need Windhelm is probably a good choice. I mean, the other interesting locations which we need to visit are very close to Windhelm anyway. Yeah, go there, dump the equipment, and prepare to go to Cracked Wallow Slope and Ruins of Mazul. We could also go after the
I'll sell just about any trinkets, odds and ends, that
second
sort of thing.
word of power from the for the whatchamacallit, lightning storm. Ooh. Can't sell the other item we had. I think it's because it's a stolen item, so it doesn't even show here.
All right then.
Well, we're not gonna be rich by doing it, but we'll get a little bit of pocket change. I would like to get rid of the equipment for ending. I want to do inventory management at the end, at the start of a section. I like to get on with doing things. Yeah, there's like 3 to 4 general shopkeepers here. And the alchemy shop. I don't want to buy ingredients this time. I want to do everything I can to get the weight to go down, so no new ingredients.
Take a good look around. I'm sure all my trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Well, the dragon parts are must-have to pick it up.
Do come again.
I will. So there's 2 general shopkeepers at the market. We might not be able to get rid of everything, but we'll get our carry weight below 200 pounds. That will leave us with a healthy margin of free carry weight.
Last girl, I told you to leave my tools alone.
I'd travel more. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Treasures. I think I'll sell the vampire armor piece. We're gonna encounter more vampires. We don't have to hold on to those. Okay, potions.
thank you for your custom.
You need anything, come see me.
I am seeing
Some
you
may
right
call this
now.
junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Maybe I should get rid of some of the metal ingots. We wouldn't get a lot of free carry weight out of that. Sell some books. We have quite a lot of books. Right, and they do have a carry weight. I'm trying to not sell certain type of books though. If it's a quest related thing, I don't want to sell it. Definitely won't sell it if I haven't read it. Still, this should help a little bit. £157. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. Still,
Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Great
we have a little bit of pocket change again. We have over £150 free carry weight, so all things considered, this is fine. Staff of Magnus, or rather information about the Staff of Magnus. No dragons this time to harass us. Excellent. But we're not gonna go there during night time. So wait until the morning in here and go do some more college business. I do want to go after the word of power, the storm call, that's what it is. Try to improve our storm call. I think I'll do it after we've done this, but I don't want to wait too long. I'd like to be able to start using it